Hey guys, it's time for another Habs news update as there was another practice today and there's been a couple of changes. So stick around, grab yourselves a Kit Kat and let's get right at it. But first, before we begin, if you guys are a fan of the Habs or just enjoy being the underdog in general, please consider subscribing to my channel as I upload hockey content daily and would really enjoy if you guys decided to tag along for the ride. And guys, we're almost at 900 subs around here. Pretty crazy stuff, right? Hitting 1,000 subs would be absolutely crazy. I mean, hey, if I can hit 1,000 subs, maybe I won't even have to release my Ode to John Lou mixtape. I'm sure it was going to be a dandy though. So let's start off with the good news, okay? Shea Weber was back at practice today and he was doing his usual drills out there. Although, according to John the Bomb Lou, he didn't actually shoot the puck much out there, so take it for what it's worth. It looks like he's going to be back, and Ducharme would say he's very, very confident he's going to be back, so yeah, that's very, very good, Ducharme. But there is a catch here, because I know what some of you knuckleheads are already thinking. Probably sitting there adjusting your pants going, oh, cool, Weber's back. So, I'm guessing John Miro's been stapled to the bench. Well, you better think again. Alexander Romanov is the odd man out here, guys, as Joe Dirt was actually partnered with Shea Weber at today's practice. And here's a look at how the lineup was utilized during practice today. The forward group remained the exact same, with Caufield and Kotkaniemi being the odd guys out, but this time they were accompanied by Alexander Romanov, which is the only difference we actually see here. So, let me know what you guys think about Romanov now sitting in the place of John Miro down in the old comment section. But you know what? The main thing that I'm going to miss about Alexander Romanov during game one is this guy's ability to throw a hard hit. He just seems like he lives for crushing guys along the boards. And it would have been fun to, see him actually catch somebody with their head down or something cool like that. But hey, there's always game two. And before you guys get all ippity-uppity here, keep in mind that Ducharme did try and cover his tracks a little today, as he did get interviewed after practice and he would say, hey, we've got the depth. And he plans on using this depth 100%. He would go on to say that Caufield, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, and Alexander Romanov will all sit out for the first game of the playoffs and observe while the veterans go out there and play. But he would also say that they probably will get a shot later in the series to see if they can make their own impact. And that's cool and all, but let's just make sure, that they don't go down by 3 games or something crazy like that and then expect the kids to come in and be the difference makers. So here is some of what Ducharme would say today during his press conference. Caufield got to practice with us a bit, even if it was just some morning skates, and he got to see the games to see how it goes. He's attentive and intelligent. He'll do the same thing this week, and I think it's good for him. He's going to grow as a player as we start this series, and you shouldn't be surprised to see him get into the lineup eventually, and when he does, I think he'll be that much more prepared than if he arrived and was surprised by it. Regarding Kotkaniemi, who had a tough end of the season, I see him a bit like hammering a nail. At a certain point, the nail starts to get crooked, and if you keep smacking on it, it only becomes more and more crooked. Good old carpenter Ducharme, huh? What we went through towards the end of the season didn't allow us to straighten out the nail. With our schedule and all our injuries and everything else, we had to just keep smacking away at it. And what we're doing right now with this week of preparation and everything else is straightening out KK. And I'm not going to look too far ahead, but say KK plays game 2, it'll be his 57th of 58 games this year. He just needs to keep progressing and advancing in this process. We like him, we like his potential, and like what he does and what he's going to become. We're just taking one step back to straighten him out a little, so he's the KK we want to have and the KK he wants to be for when he does get in. He needs to continue to progress to be the player we want and he wants to be in the long term too. So there you got it, guys, straight from the mouth of Ducharme himself. Anyway, guys, that does it for this Habs news update. I hope you all enjoyed, and hey, I'll see you next time.